going up against Miracle Gaming, a best-of-3 series. Loser will be eliminated from this series. However, it's not the end of their journey. But now, in towards the game, this is going to be some stats for you guys. The mid lane matchup is going to be the Eve going up against the Valentina.
Yeah, very, very classic matchup, right? Valentina sees an Eve, very happy, good ultimate to steal. But this laning stage is just going to be those where you shove the wave, you try to help out that roamer. Not going to be too much of an action. Miracle Gaming obviously would be the one who's going to start things off with this Franco, but Shiro already getting pressured a lot. That's half of his health pool depleted by this early roam. And Miracle Gaming, they want to protect this jungle. They want to keep this Hayabusa going. But with this deficit, it's not going to be that easy though. Zukarin's just going to check a bit, go back to that purple.
This is interesting considering that the hook starts in. That's going to be a little bit of a bummer coming from Zion, as Zukarin does have a little bit of disadvantage. They are going to be going for the retreat battle. Zion, does he steal it? Yes, he does, but will he pay for his life? Because as of yet, they need to find a way to kill him. Does he get the kill? Yes, he does, but he doesn't have the purple buff because right now, he will be able to survive this, but at the same time, it is going to be a trade-off. Miracle Gaming gets a 3 kill for this aggressive greed coming from Zion.
I just want to say, this is the best opening that you don't expect from Miracle Gaming. Hayabusa gets a kill, Shiro gets a kill, Prime Hashi solo kills, Jirachi in the top lane. The Petrify was used, but unfortunately that dive just didn't work out in the end. Miracle Gaming has a good start right now.
This feels like a fuse bad moment coming from him, but at the same time, considering that now Hayabusa doesn't have the purple buff, he cannot rotate as quickly as he can, but considering that it's still early stage of the game, pre-turtle, you still have the second set of purple buff, I don't think this idea coming from Alva is going to be working out in their favor. The idea is to slow down the aggression, but hopefully it's going to work out because now Zion going to be making work with the turtle right now. He's got the purple buff in his advantage. Rotations is on point. Zukarin not in position to actually contest it. So this is going to be a free turtle for Alva 8 as I think they are looking for that macro play. However, the hook comes in. Mistakes with the Electro final blow from Jirachi will cost his life. Great decision made coming from Miracle to actually punish him off.
What a timing for Miracle Gaming MY. Love to see that Zion forced to use the heavy spin at the remote manipulation. And Loria though, your stand out in the open instantly gets cancelled. Miracle Gaming 4-0 start.
Yeah, what a catch coming in from him. Who would have thought that was even possible? But it seems like Alva 8 might be thinking a little bit too much. However, economy-wise, despite 4 losses, they're barely losing out a lot. It seems like the intent here is just to try and make space for this 1-1. And because of this, he's got a free lane so far until level 5 against this Brody. Slightly ahead as well. Zion, however, going to be forced to be in an awkward situation. Valentina does have this heavy spin from Miracle Gaming, so they don't need to necessarily risk their play again. But no, here comes the Petrify Electro final roll, but no follow-ups coming from Alva 8 at all. Seems like they just want to keep their lanes cleared out so that they can have a little bit of nimble rotations on the bottom side instead.
This is also where we see a bit of that minor weakness from an Edith, just bulky and slow. Jirachi cuts the way between the tier 1 and tier 2, makes a rotation, petrifies, pressures that mid lane. Now it's another solo fight up top, but the result is going to be a bit different though. Prime Hashi will not get that solo kill that he's looking for. Zion shows up with a heavy spin, forcing Prime Hashi to even go for the flicker. And that's the entire top lane control. Bottom lane, you get that bloody hunt onto Vin Smoke. Good execution and good catch. Aaron Shiki, unfortunately, in enemy territory, does get the ultimate activation, but he's under the tier 1 and there's no way out.
This is huge for Miracle Gaming, considering that they needed to dominate early stage of the game, but now they've gotten every single fight all the way through. But I want to say that Alva 8, a little bit unfortunate in the timing here, especially for Zion on the top side. He could have gotten a heavy spin a little bit earlier to punish Prime Hashi, but fortunately for Prime Hashi is that the minions was there to soak the tower aggro, allowing him to get out to safety. So nicely done coming from Miracle Gaming, but now it all comes down to pressure. Turtle will be conceded potentially, but the steal from Zukarin is gonna deny them any possibility. And finally, Miracle Gaming, they'll take the first lead in terms of economy. That's gonna be a 3k lead, and they will continue their aggression. Alva 8 needs to find a way to stop the bleeding. They're losing a little bit too much. The hook almost connecting, but it's not gonna be enough. So it's a close call indeed for Alva 8.
Like a shadow, in and out fast fingers. Hayabusa players are a special breed. And Zukarin able to salvage that early loss of the purple buff. And you see Alva 8 now sticking together, 4-man squad down bot. Jirachi shows up, he still has the petrified. Not really sure if you want to fight this though. Electro final blow forced to be used just to escape. Zion just showing up late to the party. Vinsmoke is in that brush in case they need a backup. Hook goes wide. Miracle Gaming have to concede that jungle control unless Zukaran comes in. Zion is going to use that heavy spin, unable to pin Shiro to the wall. Zukaran will show up with the shadows, but unfortunately doesn't find a way in.
Oh, he did not expect Shiro to have Purify, and that's the beauty about Purify, right? Super underrated, with the right circumstances, just gets out of safety. The heavy spin, a little bit rendered useless right now against Miracle Gaming, so nice call on the Purify call. But as of yet, Alva 8, they're really struggling to actually lose up lane. And surprise, surprise, this Edith is completely dumpstering the Benedetta lane.
And got the tier 1, right? You would not expect an Edith into Benedetta to have that Edith take your tier 1 top. It is... it goes against whatever on paper theory we had. 6-0 for Miracle Gaming thus far.
Yeah, this is something really unexpected as well, but now they're going to make an attempt. So Satoru, he's going to flicker away, but a heavy spin stolen from Shiro is going to force the 1-1 in the awkward position, but he gets the Whale Dragon before dying it off. Now, down to his last health, he will eventually bow out, but he gets himself a little bit of consolation as well. But no, the hook coming from the Franco, and the timing with the Conceal is going to keep him alive, but the rest of Alva, they're throwing bodies for this, but eventually they get picked off apart. X-Ivan is still there to fight this, but he is only a tank Akai, and eventually they all get wiped out bit by Miracle Gaming. This overextension has been punished heavily by Miracle Gaming once again.
Yeah, what a team fight. I mean, for Miracle Gaming MY, this man himself, 2 times in a row, Jirachi could not do anything. Tried to went for a kill, I believe even used the Petrify, but got hooked. In the Pixels notice, ends up going down underneath the tier 2. Now Miracle Gaming looking for the second turtle of the game. No contest at all, no retribution needed. A very commanding lead for a draft that seems like it's a reactive response, but looking very good. Now another hook onto Vinsmoke, no Bloody Hunt used.
Yeah, Miracle Gaming now in a very, very peculiar situation to stop this adrenaline hype that Miracle Gaming is bringing to the table. But as soon as I say this, they are continuing the pursuit. So Karen, he just got his Malefic Roar. That Hayabusa is going to hurt even more right now. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem as well. Zion opted to go for a budget composition as well. He's opted to go for Dreadnought as well as Molten Answers, not going for the full Sky Guardian helmet or even the Curse helmet to bring a little bit more value. So he understands right now he's in the very tough spot. But the hook comes in, Zion gets hooked in, but Heavy Spin connects and draws. They drop bodies for this. Can they finish on Franco? Yes, they can, but at the same time, everyone is in a choke spot. And just like that, they get 2 kills as a redemption. And this is exactly what they needed from Miracle Gaming. And guess what? That pause definitely helped them out a little bit.
Yeah, Zukaran not even in the fight, and Miracle Gaming decided to take a skirmish at a choke point. That is the best kind of areas for an Eve to fight. One real manipulation covers the entire skirmish zone, and now Alva 8 has space to work with. They are looking to at least create space in the top lane. They need this tier 1. Prime Hashi will be the target, and as a Franco, there's nothing much that he can do. Even tries to clear the siege minion, can't do it.
Oh, this is exactly what they need right now. Who would have thought it was possible? But at the same time, Miracle Gaming, they know they dropped the ball a little bit more. Zukaran going for the split push here. Takes a tier 2 down bottom, potentially setting up for a Lord Pit down bottom. So this is actually going to be helpful for them. Meanwhile, Alva 8, do they want to take the risk knowing that they do not have map control for this Lord push? However, all things considered, the top lane's also shoved in. So Miracle Gaming, they need to make a call. Do they go for a pickoff or do they go for the Lord push? But it seems like they're setting up to try and take an ambush to try and punish Jirachi, and Jirachi has a really, really good game sense to kind of realize that something is wrong right now.
Yeah. They definitely need a pickoff for Miracle Gaming because there's just so much teamfight potential from Alva 8. You cannot stand in the Lord Pit and fight all these heavy, big ultimates. Obviously, for Miracle Gaming, you're relying a lot on Prime Hashi and Miracle Gaming, and why they try to go on the Edith, forcing her to dismount from her mech. That means that Miracle Gaming now has lost a bit of an agency in terms of starting fights. Numinum Blast.
No way!
Flicker forward, catches 2 in the brush. No follow-up though. And you can see the OG Shadow Kill is used by Zukaran in the backline, chucking them down. And Alva 8 losing that Lolita in the front line. Rumor Manipulation used. But the hook, oh, they caught that Rishiki. Miracle Gaming MY, you are too damn good with the iron hook. Miracle Gaming gets 3 and they lose none.
No way, that blind Numenon Blast was uncalled for. Alva 8 wasn't expecting for the entire full fight, and because of this, they just dropped the lead, and Miracle Gaming was somehow able to survive it all. And Miracle Gaming has got to be counting their lucky stars that Jirachi was nowhere to be found. And like you said as well, the hook coming in from Miracle Gaming just completely dumpstering Shiki right from the get-go. Who would have thought that was possible? But guess what? Sometimes, in the right circumstances, you are going to be able to come on top.
Just a bit weird that Winsmoke went for that Numenon Blast. You caught 2 guys, sure, but your team isn't in the fight. So, bit of a disjointed coordination in that team fight. Miracle Gaming now gets the Lord. An unprecedented situation. I mean, I'm struggling to understand what we're looking at, but Miracle Gaming so far have been absolutely impressive.
Oh, it feels bad for Alva. Like that, he got the setup perfectly, but the problem with it was that they had no vision for people inside the bush, and Alva 8 weren't expecting to overcommit that. But as soon as they did it, it was a little bit too late because everything was all untallied in terms of setups. But with that play, the Lord pushing down bottom, that is going to be a 9k goldie, potentially 10k for Miracle Gaming. But now the hooks on towards the Archive. Heavy Speed will be expended for this Lord push. So Miracle Gaming is going to try to chip away in all the objectives for now.
It's going to be so hard to defend the base without the Heavy Speed. OG Shadow Q used by Tukarin is going to be able to get out with the Shadows. Very easy, quick and nice. Miracle Gaming trying to push down that bot inhibitor. Not able to do it just now, but So Satoru is going to get gone on real world manipulation, also used as well. The hook, you can't use it blindly in front. Not able to get Eliora back, thankfully, but Miracle Gaming have done significant damage to the base.
Yeah, you can no longer disrupt the real-world manipulation as back in the day. So this is a little bit of annoying as well. So the hook, he made an attempt. Unfortunately, even though it connected, but because his real manipulation was still available, it will not be cancelled. So it's like a free purify on the on this Eve. So it makes it a little bit difficult to actually punish him in that regard. So fortunately for them, they somehow hold on to the tier 3s, but it's still a very, very slim chance. They managed to equalize the economy a little bit, but still favoring Miracle Gaming a little bit more. The Hunter Strike will be purchased out from Jirachi. There's a little bit more damage and mobility, but it seems like they need to rely on a split push to somehow equalize the economy and drag it out for another 4 to 5 minutes. And when that happens, this is where we'll see Aaron kind of pop off with this 1-1, unless he gets bit off by the Franco again.
It's going to be tough. Miracle Gaming, they've already set up the plan. Set up their bot side half a minute before the next Lord comes. And Alva 8 knows this. They cannot access the bottom side of the map at all. And unfortunately, on that top side, sure, you got the tier 2, but it is an area that Miracle Gaming can easily give up. Middle wave shoved in, bottom wave also building up really slowly, just in time for the Lord to spawn. Now, Alva 8, they need to look for those big team fights, and it has to be kind of a wipe for them to even have a chance to come back, because Miracle Gaming have that map control.
Yeah, and as of yet, you can see Miracle Gaming, they're already setting up for the purple buff as well. So Alva 8, however, they have the Lord control in this favor, so this is actually huge for them. So they can actually do something about it, but mid-control, tier 1 still standing for Miracle Gaming. So that is something that Alva 8 has to be a little bit careful as well, because if the fight extends to that region, they are going to be at a disadvantaged position. So Alva, playing it slow, they're backing out a little bit more, they're giving respect for Miracle Gaming. But look at behind, Winsmoke, he's looking for the big Numenon blast. However, the rest of the teams are not in position to fight this. Winsmoke gets blocked out. That's going to be the Bulwark baited out as well. So that's going to be a little bit of a slow skirmish. But Hashi says, I am going to pick Zion as well. Heavy Speed mid command as well.
Eliora! Eliora, he might die. The OG Shadow Q forcing Eliora out of the fight, so he can't use that ultimate. Shiro able to get away. They have lost Aaron Shiki. This fight has been disastrous. A double kill for the Edith of all heroes. Winsmoke third to go. Miracle Gaming finding another opening, and now the flicker forward into a lockdown. Jirachi bites the dust. Eliora gets an exchange. But it's a 4-for-1 in favor of Miracle Gaming.
Yeah, Zukarin completely zoning Elora from that fight. And a very awkward heavy spin engagement kind of allowed them to take advantage of the situation. And just like that, Miracle Gaming, they're knocking Crystal. This might be game for them, and it will be game. And that's going to be Miracle Gaming with a very convincing one-sided massacre against Alva Gaming for game number 1.
Draft-wise,